I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic book show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Batman issue number 26 as the war of jokes and riddles gears up. The villain community will be forced to pick sides. What'll happen next? Let's hop on in together and find out. Alright, so as we rejoin the comic, the Joker is being brought to some mysterious house out in the boonies. It also just so happens to be on Dick Sprang Avenue. Haha, get it? So far, all the streets in this story have been named after prolific Batman people. You know, at a point, they're going to end up running out of really great Batman contributors and having to start name places after Kevin Smith or Gibbons. The Joker, as we see, still can't smile. In fact, he's actively forcing himself into a grin in the mirror while the news plays in the background. What's the Riddler doing during all this? Well, he's getting that bullet taken out of him from the previous issue. Thank God Gotham is just lousy with disgraced doctors and vets. Nigma also does his own version of Jack Nicholson's Give Me the Mirror bit from Batman 89. He then takes some stray blood on his chest and forms it into a question mark because, you know, otherwise you might forget he's the Riddler. So, a fight between two people doesn't really constitute a war, am I right? For that, both guys are going to need to go on a bit of a recruitment drive. For the Joker, he looks to the organization run by Carmine Falcone. He tells the Roman to either kill the Riddler or he's going to kill him. You'll also notice that the guy holding Falcone's umbrella is none other than a very young Penguin. Wait a minute, Oswald Cobblepot holding an umbrella for an important Gotham mob figure? That's basically the origin he's got on the Gotham TV show right now, only they switched out Fish Mooney for Falcone. Oh, but if you think that's playing fast and loose with established continuity, you ain't seen nothing yet, because you see, the Riddler opts to try and recruit Poison Ivy to his cause. How does Riddler even know Pamela Isley? We're never told, but seemingly they're on good terms. Maybe it's a mutual affinity for red hair, or perhaps the Riddler, in helping out the Gotham PD, found out about her. Nigma gets Pamela on his side pretty much the same way he does everything, incredibly cryptically saying that if the Joker is allowed to run free during this war, he'll burn down everything, including the nature that Poison Ivy loves. It's at that moment Carmine Falcone's hit squad shows up, only to be taken out by Poison Ivy's vines. Honestly, Poison Ivy is so powerful, I think nature in Gotham City is gonna do just a fine job taking care of itself. Stranger still, Tom King takes this opportunity to give us the names and short backgrounds on every one of these mafiosos. I can only assume it's going to be important later because it just comes out of nowhere and takes up so much page real estate. With his hitman having failed, Carmine Falcone returns to his compound to find the Joker waiting for him. The Joker also has the teeth of Carmine's mother, who lives in Metropolis, which means either he's lying or he can make an incredibly long 3-hour trip seem like nothing. He then shoots Carmine Falcone, doesn't kill him because he's going to be important to future Batman stories, so he can't die here and now, before proclaiming to a young Penguin that he now runs Falcone's complete operation and that he should get affairs in order to make sure that all the underlings are aware of this change in power. Quick question, Joker, if you were just going to take over anyway, why didn't you do that to start? Second off, if his henchmen already failed to kill the guy you wanted dead, how does getting more of them help your cause? Also, Batman is in this story somewhere too, dragging far behind both Riddler and Joker. He says that that was truly the beginning of the war. The battle lines would be drawn and all the costumed criminals in Gotham City would be forced to take a side. We get two really awesome splash pages showing the two opposing forces, but wait, didn't we already get a cool splash page in the previous issue that showed us more or less the same thing? In fact, the only real new piece of information that we see is that in the present, Bruce Wayne actually kept a tally of all the people who died during the war of jokes and riddles, and that it still very much haunts him to this day. But more than those deaths, what truly haunts Batman is what he did during the war of jokes and riddles as the comic begins to wind down. So that was Batman number 26, everyone, and if you couldn't tell, I wasn't really a fan of it. I could not help but feel it was basically the first issue all over again with a few alterations. Riddler is scheming, Joker is mad he can't smile. We get to see Penguin and Poison Ivy join the fight, but their reasons are ultimately kinda flimsy. I mean, I expected at least one of them to be like, no, I won't join you
because X, but now they're totally on board for a good old-fashioned war. It is, however, kind of interesting to see a big Batman storyline where Batman himself is more of a background player. It's one of the few things you can actually do in the world of Gotham where all the villains are so interesting. Overall, though, I dare say this was a pretty forgettable issue. The story isn't progressed all that much, but hey, if you did miss issue 25, you could very easily pick up here at issue 26 and not have missed a beat. I give this one a 5 out of 10. It wasn't bad, it was just forgettable. So there you go, everyone. That was Batman for the week. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you're still here, why not check out some of the other videos I've worked on. Then there's my social media feeds, both on screen and down in the description. Follow them to stay up to date. Want to catch up on this or any other comic book in trade at a great price? You can over at Book Depository. I have a link down in the description, and when you use it, you support me in the channel. So until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Jewel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again.